Welcome to the podcast. If you'd like to listen to an ad-free version of this episode and all of our episodes, then search True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts and press subscribe. That's our premium channel where all of our ad-free and advanced episodes live, all in one place. True Crime Today Premium Plus. Search it on Apple Podcasts and press subscribe. Even try it for 3 days free.
Every smile hides a secret, and some of them are deadly. Welcome to Hidden Killers with Tony Brueski, featuring retired FBI Special Agent and Chief of the Counterintelligence Behavioral Analysis Program, Robin Dreeke.
The trial of Richard Allen, the accused Delphi murderer, it continues on. The prosecution laying out its case over the last 2 weeks or so. It has certainly been fascinating. No one has any cameras in the courtroom. We're relying on reporting from those who have been inside. Our own Bob Motta has been in there and covering this every single day. And we've been relying on a lot of his reporting for our reporting inside that courtroom. Defense Diaries is his podcast. Please do check that out. I want to give him props for all of his reporting and information we're giving us.
Doing a good job.
Joining us, Robin Dreeke, retired FBI Special Agent, Chief of the Counterintelligence Behavioral Analysis Program, and author of this book. It's coming up on the green screen, a little weird. Unbreakable Alliances. It is out now wherever you get books, Amazon, or if you want the audiobook, Audible, you can get it as well. You can see the poster in his background as well. We'll have a physical copy here soon. I can't wait to dive into this book. Anyway, let's talk about Delphi. Prosecution laying out its case. I think a lot of us were hoping maybe they got something. Maybe we're all going to be proved wrong because they're so confident in this and they're denying these motions left and right. They must have something. They must have a real smoking gun that they're like on the backside going, look, this doesn't matter. Let's just do this because it will prove our case without a doubt. They've pretty much been doing what the opposite. They've been laying out the weak case that we've been criticizing them for all this time, pretty much to a T, and then even weaker, I think, than what we even speculated on. It's been shocking. They've now seen the interrogation tape. They've talked to experts. There has yet to be a true single piece of evidence that undoubtedly links Richard Allen to that scene. That bullet that they're sitting on, very questionable at best. Joining me to discuss, like I said, Robin Dreeke. Robin, what's your thoughts on the trial this far now as we're wrapping up more than a few weeks into it?
I am still and I've gotten a lot of comments on this on social media. I keep saying I'm looking for a motive. Mm-hmm. And some people have even said, well, you don't need a motive. Sexual assault, sometimes you just don't need a motive. Someone just does horrible things. Okay. But here's why I'm looking for a motive. And the motive, what I'm trying to do is, okay, if someone said it's a sexual assault of a child, okay, that's a motive. But I'm saying tied to him. Tony, out of all the cases we've covered together and countless others, there's always been an arc in someone's behavior. We've been able to say it makes sense. Yeah. You know, there was something that sparked a leap to go in violence, something sparked a leap for murder, something sparked a leap to a rape. I don't care what it is. There's been an arc in someone's life. I've been waiting, like you, to see the prosecution lay out a behavior arc in Allen's life that says this makes sense. He makes sense as a perpetrator. And then when I looked at the transcript from the interrogation, because it was an interrogation, it went right from trying to inspire him to feel safe to an accusation, an implied accusation, because that's what matters in that was that's what Allen felt it was. Mm-hmm. And they did a horrendous job on that interview from my point of view. Yes. And they backed themselves into a corner. They backed themselves into a corner where he became uncooperative. They had an opportunity, which investigators should do, to have him lay out all his cards so they can rule him out. Most of the time you spend, since looking for the perpetrator of a horrendous crime is looking for a needle in a haystack, most of the time what you're trying to do is get rid of all the hay so you can find the needle. Mm-hmm. The way you get rid of all the hay is you get rid of people it could be. They were so fixated on it was him that they had confirmation bias that everything he was going to say and do, they're saying it's you. Yeah. Whether it's coming out of their mouth, but it was in their behavior. Anyway, I still do not see a tie between his behavior and from what we've seen so far. Yeah. I have no problem, shifting my mindset on this because I thought it might have been one thing and then no, but I have still not seen a behavior that someone has said, a family member, his wife, children, anything in his community, something from his past where he has a pattern of behavior of anger, of taking things out. Because remember, you're going to murder someone with a knife. That is a very personal, angry thing you're going to do. Sexual assault, that is if it is that, because again, some say, well, it has to be sexual assault. Well, we don't have evidence of sexual assault.
We don't, but with the girls their clothes were taken off and flipped.
Yes.
But so it leads to one thinking this is sexual. There's no seemingly reason why that would have happened. But there apparently wasn't sexual assault. Maybe there was an interruption. Maybe somebody came by. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of questions there. You were saying needle in a haystack earlier. What I feel like the prosecution and Delphi has been trying to do, because keep in mind, this is like 4 years after the murders took place. This town is like, where is the killer? Where are the killers? Who is it? What is it? What happened here? They needed to find somebody to stop getting grief from their community. And unfortunately, when you have that kind of pressure on you, it can make you go down roads of like, well, this seems to be the only option we have. Let's go down that. I mean, with the wrong people, this happens. Needle in a haystack. It seems Delphi has taken hay, found one kind of piece that was a little stiffer than the others, and is going to the public saying, this is a needle. Like, that's a piece of hay, sir. That's not a needle. It's a needle. It's a look, it's a needle. It's sharp on the end. It's long. It's a piece of hay. It's clearly a piece of hay. That's what I think they're trying to sell everybody, and it's not working, because I think within the group of the DA, within the group of the prosecution, within the group of the officers in Delphi, they've all convinced themselves that piece of hay is just as good as a needle.
Yeah, 100%. And if the standard that the jury has to have is beyond a reasonable doubt, all the prosecution is doing is sowing reasonable doubt.
It is. I mean, this is their time to shine and lay it out. The defense hasn't even gone yet, at least as of this recording. And they've not done themselves any favors. Welcome to the podcast. If you'd like to listen to an ad-free version of this episode and all of our episodes, then search True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts and press subscribe. That's our premium channel where all of our ad-free and advanced episodes live, all in one place. True Crime Today Premium Plus. Search it on Apple Podcasts and press subscribe. Even try it for 3 days free.
Let's be honest. Nothing kills the thrill of a good murder mystery like a commercial for laundry detergent. It's like someone slapping a closed sign on your favorite dive bar. But you're not here for that, are you? You're here for the good stuff. So ditch the ads and upgrade to True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts. With True Crime Today Premium Plus, you get your crime straight. No chaser. Commercial free with extended interviews and early access. It's like getting the bartender's special when the bar's already closed. Search for True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe and drink it all in.